Hi guys, I wanted to show you this Bible study template that I made. So for a long time, I realized or I wanted to create a Bible study notebook, and I originally created one that was printed, and I found that I always ran out of space in specific chapter notes. So I knew I wanted to make a digital one so that it continues to grow. You can add links to sermons in here or adjust and customize it to your needs. So here's an overview of it. You have it divided by sections. So the first section is the Old Testament, and it gives you a bit of data of how many books are in the Bible in the Old Testament and how many chapters there are. And then you have the 5 sections of the Old Testament, divided by the Law of Moses, historical writings, wisdom and poetry, major prophets, and minor prophets. And each section gives you some information so that before you start reading Genesis, let's say, you already know it has 50 chapters in the book. The author is Moses, when it was written, and a one-sentence summary. This kind of just helps give you a starting point on studying that book. And then what you can do is you can click any of these books to open them, and that's where you're going to be taking your notes. So if you just click open, and you can open it even bigger as a page, you will see the same overview connected. So if you adjust the front page of these, you will also see it adjusted here. And what I did is every time I start to study a chapter, I love to go to the Bible Project and just watch their video on the chapter. It kind of breaks it down so visually. So I wanted to include that in here. You can obviously replace these if you want. You just click replace and you can add your own video that you want to look in here, etc. I just found it very useful to start. And then you have all the chapters right here. You can toggle as you're studying one specific chapter. And then you'll see within each chapter there is a one-sentence summary, which I highly, highly recommend that you write your own one-sentence summary. This is just to get you started, to kind of give you a preview. All of these I have sourced from a website, which you can find at the bottom right here. One-sentence summary by chapters and all of the other information. So at the end of the day, I think it's pretty accurate. However, nothing is really as accurate as the Bible, so everything else can change. So I would recommend you write your own one-sentence summary, and then right underneath, you can write your study notes. So anything that stands out from that chapter, you can just outline here in bullet points. If you want to compare, let's say, Genesis 1 to something else that you've seen, like in John chapter 3 or something, you can add the reference here. Or let's say you want to compare it to some sermon notes that you found, you can add that in here as well. Another thing that I found that I tend to do in the margins of my Bible is I write questions, or if I don't know a specific vocabulary word, I also underline it. So this is cool because you can answer those questions as you learn them and find do some research and find the different versions of the vocab or the answers to your questions so that you can have a deeper understanding of that chapter. And of course, you can adjust it and you can write your own notes however you want within each chapter, but that is the starting point. And that is included in every single chapter, including the one-sentence summary. And then let's say you finished reading Genesis, and you can just check mark it, add your emoji check mark, and then if you see, when you go back, you will see that it's already checked. So that can help you kind of have a reading plan for the whole Bible. That way you can go through and study every single book of the Bible like this. Or let's say that you want to just check mark specific chapters. That way you know that you have finished them. You can do that as well. And you will see that there's an intro as well in the New Testament with the amount of books and chapters. And then the New Testament is also divided into sections by the gospel, the history, the letters, general epistles, and the prophecy, which is Revelations. And so this specific template is just for you to read and study your Bible deeply. I like that Notion also does really well on mobile. So let's say there's a note that I've heard in a sermon that I really want to add while I'm on the go. I can do that very easily. This is one of the first of the many templates that we're going to be creating. I will have a sermons template. I will have a prayer template. And a few other ones that I have in mind. And then we will create a bundle later. But this is the most in-depth one because it really is studying the Bible one chapter at a time. If you have any questions, be sure to email us at hello@rejoiceinthegood.com. And we hope you enjoy. We hope it re-sparks your